Heavenly Father, Lord, we just thank you again, Lord. Thank you for all the stuff you have done for the county. I thank you up there. Thank you for the people in the county, Lord. We just are blessed with the type of people here. And there's our firemen, Lord, and our police and the soldiers, Lord. They protect us. And a special prayer for the Bush family, Lord. Be with them and watch over them. And again, we just thank you for everything you've done and everything you will do for the county. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, would you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Johnson?
Here.
Commissioner Cutler?
Here.
Chairman Henry?
Here.
Commissioner Winters?
Here. This time, are there any items to add or remove to the agenda, staff?
I think, Mr. Chairman, we're going to pull the aerial photography with Pictometry International off the agenda this time.
Okay. I'd like to add, I don't know the proper way, Chad, but a proposal to do a firehouse building committee. We can do that under.
We can do that under reports, appointed committee.
Do I have a motion to approve the amended agenda? So moved. Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Thank you. Y'all had a chance to look over the minutes, and if so, do I have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor of approving the November 20th minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. At this time, we're going to open up for appearances. Would anybody like to speak?
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, I would like to relate to you about the upcoming vote on the transportation tax, the T-tax. One of my questions is, we have some pretty big businesses in this county, actually 4 or 5 of them. And where do we get does Carl get those figures from the revenue off of those taxes, or do they go straight to the state to come back to us? I don't know, but I would like to know, because in a way I think this tax might actually hurt businesses coming in. And all of you know, we thought that Costco was going to be like but it's been kind of in a way a godsend. So I don't mind telling you when I'm wrong, but I think this T-tax, we should all look into it. I'd like to know, when are you all going to bring it up on the agenda to take taxpayers' money to get it on a referendum for us to vote on March the 19th. Also, I'd like to know the cost of it. I hope y'all have that when you bring it up to tell the public exactly what it's going to cost, because you got to remember, this is our money, and y'all deal with it every day. So we want somebody to be answerable about the revenue that's already coming in that may not be being used on these roads. And like I said, y'all weren't even on this board when this stuff began, but you have been on here quite a while. And these roads, like I said, they don't get that way overnight. And those poster boards that was out here showed you those roads did not get that way overnight. And if we had been using that money like good stewards should, some of these roads could have gotten fixed, because there was some pretty nasty looking pictures on them posters. Now, I'm not an engineer, don't know the first thing about it, don't care, and I'm not a home builder, but I am a taxpayer. And that's what counts. It's not home building or anything else. And like I said, you all are road commissioners, and I think they need to pay just a little more attention to roads rather than having all this booming bedrooms going on all over this county, because when you get more cars, you get more road damage. That's just, anybody can figure that out, even a dummy like me. I live on a road that 10,000 people go up and down every day. 10 years ago, probably 50 or 60 cars run up and down the road, so there you go. But I think y'all should do a lot of thinking about this T-tax before you make a decision. And by the way, when you do this, is that going to be the only thing on this referendum? Is that tax going to be on there? The only thing on there? There won't be anything else on there but the T-tax? Yes or no? You need to tell us that too. Thank you.
Anybody else like to speak?
I'm Sharice Miller, and I live in county, and I'm dittoing what Phyllis has said, because I want to know also if there are any other things on this March 19th ballot besides this T-SPLOST, because if it's only the T-SPLOST on there, you know, I want to know why we did not have this on a ballot, on a previous ballot. We've had several elections here previously. Why wasn't this on there? It's going to cost a bundle of money. I don't care if it's $5, $10, or whatever. It adds up. It's still our taxpayers' money, and it's being ill-used. So I think these, and not only that, but you've got, that will make 8%, 8 cents on this tax. If people vote on it. Okay, Tennessee is 9 1/4. So what are we going to try to do? Are we going to try to match what Tennessee's doing over there? This is, if you put another cent, I don't care if it's 1 cent, that doesn't sound like much, but it is. And these people will not, businesses will think twice before they come in here. And, you know, and Tennessee people aren't going to be coming over here that much. So you all need to double think all of this before you, I don't know how long you've been thinking about this, but to me, just to come up with it all of a sudden, and we had a SPLOST tax several years ago that was defeated. And I have said all along, every time a 5-year SPLOST, we've got 3 of them so far. And if every time a 5-year SPLOST comes up, I've reiterated that it could be voted down. Y'all got big plans for this, all this money that's coming in. If it's voted down, you know, then what are we going to do? You threaten us with going up on our property taxes? Well, I'll tell you, Phyllis and I are 2 people that will boycott down here in Ringo against all these taxes that are being thrown on us. For no reason. It's ill use of money. Thank you.
Anybody else like to speak? At this time, I want to move on. James?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have a approval for a task order for CTI engineers in regards to future drainage improvements at the Catoosa County Jail. For the task order, CTI will gather topo data and prepare drawings and details to assist the county in alleviating erosion and abate localized flooding issues at the jail entrance off Highway 41. Also within the drainage channel in front of the jail along Highway 41. Improvements include modifications to the existing detention pond on site. The existing detention ponds were built prior to current standards and guidelines, and they could be remodeled. The current detention ponds really don't get any water in them at all. So what we're looking at doing is seeing if we could reroute some of that water from Highway 41 into those detention ponds and help slow it down. The sheriff has had a couple instances recently with the flash flooding where his patrol cars haven't been able to get in or out of the jail due to the water issues. So we don't need that to happen either. The cost will be $53,600 and will be paid from 2014 stormwater SPLOST. This price includes surveys, hydraulic and hydrologic analysis, design drawings, bid assistance, construction administration, and RPR, where CTI will have a representative monitor the construction and, ensure that all the quantities and everything else that are used during construction are correct, so the county doesn't lose any money on the project. Staff would like to recommend moving forward with this so we can try to help the sheriff out and also alleviate some of the drainage.
Do I have a motion?
So, I'll second.
Questions for James?
Yeah, James?
Sir.
The jail is not not old, so, I figured we'd done all this before, or whatever, before the jail was built, so how do we know this time we will do it right?
I think,
Good.
I don't mean to interrupt, James, but I think he hit on it, it was done before we had actually real standards in place,
Correct.
and they weren't sized properly. I actually went up there in the rain, and the ditch pond has nothing in it, but yet the American Legion was letting them away from it in the parking lot. It just was not designed properly in the beginning.
And to touch on that as well, current stormwater projects, you have to account for water quality and quantity. So you're addressing the water quality of the oil and garbage, basically, that drips from cars and whatnot, washes off the parking lot, goes in the detention pond. Also, the amount of water from the impervious surface, like the roof and parking lot. That's on current stormwater projects. When the jail was built, those requirements were not in place. So we're hoping that we can update the existing ponds to help control some of the water volume that's coming down Highway 41 and flooding the jail by making some modifications to the existing ponds. And also to the ditch in front, we're going to see if we can raise the entrance. If you're familiar with the jail, when you pull into the jail, the entrance dips down. At the time, engineers at the time, to try to save money, would use the parking lot and features like that instead of putting the water into a detention or grading the parking lot so that it would be channeled into a detention. So we're looking at fixing the entrance so the cars would be able to come in and out, and maybe clearing an area out right next to that to hold some extra volume to help control some of that water as well. So hopefully it will not only help the sheriff's department with the cars coming in and out, but also maybe some of the people further down Highway 41 as well.
It says $52,000.
Yes, sir. That's the engineering cost.
Mr. Chairman, James. So this will also help the buildings down, I'd say downstream, but like the Legion, the lawyer's office, there's a bond.
It could help slow down some of that water that, all y'all are aware, the water that comes down Highway 41 when we get these flash floods is ridiculous. That's one of the reasons we had to do Chapman Road, because the residents on Chapman Road were being blocked from accessing their subdivisions. This is another project, I guess, that could help that downstream flooding.
The ideal is we'll catch the water and slowly release it versus just letting it.
Yes, sir.
Is this the money that's going to be used on Chamberlain?
Not the
We're
engineers.
supposed to have the money back in the summer to do that project or whatever, so we postponed and do 3 or 4 more, so.
Right, and as far as Chamberlain goes, Chad or the attorneys might be able to shed some light on this, not to put you in the spotlight. But I believe the board voted that if we had a priority list, and if something be put in its place. And I think the sheriff's department and their cars coming in and out is a little bit higher priority than Chapman, in my opinion. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Any other questions? At this time, we'll vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Thank you.
Last item on our administrative fiscal matters, Paul.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to report on the revenue for the first 2 months of the current fiscal year. The local option sales tax receipts for the first 2 months exceeded the budget $88,852, or 7.6%, and exceeded the same period actual prior year, $96,226, by 8.3%. The cumulative loss receipts for the most recent 12 months exceeded the prior 12 months, $395,886, or 5.7%. On the SPLOST receipts for the 52-month period of the current SPLOST cycle, we've collected $42,936,938. We are currently at 82.6% of budget. The SPLOST receipts for the most recent 12 months exceeded the prior 12 months, $564,930, or 5.7%. And I'd like to mention that the current month, compared to the same period of the current month, same month prior year, on the lost receipts, they were up 78,000, or 13.7%. And the SPLOST receipts were up 112,000, or 12.6%. We have a major event in this period, and that's the Luke Bryan concert. And definitely there was a bump in the receipts for both of those, for the local option sales tax and the SPLOST, to the tune of about 9%.
Thank you very much, Paul. Moving on, I want to appoint a committee to oversee the build of Fire Station 2, and I'm going to put Ray Johnson on that committee. That's all right with everybody. So is that all I need to do to make that official, Chad?
Unless there's anybody else you want to name besides Commissioner
Are
Johnson.
you volunteering?
No, sir, I'm not.
I think
It'd be a conflict.
our staff will still be, of course, Crystal will be.
Sure. Yeah, so Commissioner Johnson would be the outside member and then to work with our staff on it.
I think Ray knows more about that district than any of us, and he needs to be part of the, making sure the fire service is taken care of.
No, that's all that's required.
Okay. It's the easiest thing y'all let me do in 2.5 years. At this time, there's no old business, no new business. Do we have any commissioner comments? I'd like to say that we had a town hall meeting for the T-Splosh the other day, for an hour and a half. That's when we hoped that people would ask questions, if they had any concerns. That's when we would like to have them addressed. We had everybody there to do that. We will be having 2 more town hall meetings. The public is always welcome. We're always available for questions. So if you have questions, feel free to come and ask me. That will be one in Fort Oglethorpe and one in the city of Greenville.
Yeah, we talked about Fort Oglethorpe, and then we talked about Colonnade a couple of times. I don't know that we've nailed down the location for the third one yet.
So we are adding 2 more. That was the first of 3. We don't want to do anything without thinking about it clearly before we do it and involving our citizens. adjourn?
So moved.
All in favor of adjourning?